Hey boss, the name's Gaming. I'm a guard from the communications office. So, all this needs shipping, right? No. You grab a seat and have some tea. I'll get these packed up for you, no problem. It'll only take me a minute, then we can get the delivery scheduled. Oh, and if you ever want to book a wushu dance, me and my crew are available in a heartbeat. The troupe's called the Mighty Mythical Beasts, and I'm the head. Not to brag or anything. Boom booms and eyes, and boom booms and mouth. And, I need to tighten up that part. Whether it takes me uphill, downhill, or out to the sticks, I get the goods from A to B. I'll even take them across the sea if needed. So don't worry, you're in safe hands. They don't call me the gold standard guard for nothing. A pot of tea with a couple of nibbles, some seasonal greens, and a piping hot bowl of fresh kanji. That's a dope breakfast right there. The perfect way to start your day. Rain? Oh man, I hope I brought the laundry in. Oh, hey, you hear that? Someone just got wrecked. If you're gonna swear on high heaven, don't make an oath you can't keep. Why can't I catch any in my mouth? Great, sun's out. About time we had some dry heat. It's been so muggy lately. Dang, I bet water costs an arm and a leg around here. Good thing I brought my own. Whew, just finished my kung fu practice. Now I'm about to go for dim sum. You want to join? You know my favorite thing to have for lunch? Breakfast. Join me for dim sum? I managed to book this cool place for dinner. They only do evening service and it's invite only. Since you're here with me, want to come with? Use it or snooze it. Come on, let's go. Hitting the hay? No? You hungry? Want to grab a bite? Ever been to Chaoying Village? I grew up there. It's a big tea growing region. Songlo and single origin Yaoan both come from there. You know what? No time like the present. I got a box of totally dope single origin here. Let's get to a tea house and brew us a pot right now. I'll get some nibbles too, my treat. The fact that I'm able to put food on my plate and still have the time and energy to focus on my wushu dancing in this day and age, it's all thanks to the folks who've supported me along the way. So I owe it to them to put 110% into this job. Of course, no one's complaining if I still manage to find time to do them the occasional favor and take them for dim sum. When I'm not on a delivery run, I do wushu dancing on the streets of Liyue at Harbor. Do you think you could come along and watch sometime to support me? No, it's completely free. As long as people are entertained, I'm a happy guy. Always remember that you can rely on your friends. When the going gets tough, don't soldier on alone. Just get in touch and I'll be there. Oh, but hopefully it won't come to that, knock on wood. Here's hoping that next time you get in touch, everything's peaches and cream, and you just need a dim sum buddy. Some martial arts novels say that the key to becoming a kung fu master is tapping into the body's yin-yang energy reserves, hidden in the governor and conception vessels. Well, that's what getting a vision felt like. Just kidding. I'm no kung fu master, just a good neighbor, thanks to the extra energy it gives me. But that's just me. Now, imagine if you had a vision. I mean, looking at everything you can already do without one? Man, that'd be something. Manzai's such a little rascal. I gave him the name because it means well-behaved, hoping it would rub off on him. Whole lot of good that did. But it's no biggie. All that hyperactive energy makes for a more exciting wushu dance. Also, I feel like watching Manzai has helped me get a better handle on how Swan Knee look in action. As soon as I put my wushu head on, I'm right in the zone. With a lot of herbs, flowers, and even the twigs and bark of certain trees, if you dry them out, then boil them in water, it makes a really refreshing drink with a ton of health benefits. Cools you down, calms the mind, and so on. Granny and Auntie tell me that drinking one of these herbal teas before and after eating fried foods helps clear your system and reduce heatiness. Pretty much everything Chef Xiangling cooks is a winner, but my favorite has to be her black back perch stew. I always try to rinse off the molten lava sauce before each bite, but I'm still like, trying to cool my mouth down. Worth every bite though, and they do generous portions. You can see why it's Wan Min's signature dish. I'll be back for my next fix soon. The Feiyun Commerce Guild's a longtime client of the Secure Transport Agency. The older brother's the one who usually takes care of business with us, but there was one time when Xingqiu piped up with a question for me. So I start rambling away, giving him all the routes and delivery dates for all the recent orders. Turns out all I wanted to know was when the Wanwen Bookhouse is getting their next delivery in. Oh, I heard that guy's got a pure yang spirit. Where I'm from, we call that heatiness. Dude needs to drink more herbal tea for real. It's all thanks to the Yuheng that we don't get so many bandits on the road between Liyue Harbor and Yilong Wharf anymore. She's the one who spearheaded the crackdown on all that. Huh? You think my job's at risk, huh? They ain't gonna get rid of me that easily. Sure, maybe there's no more bandits to fight, but you're always gonna need a strong pair of arms to lug the cargo around. Working as a guard and doing wushu dancing means I have a pretty injury-prone lifestyle. Good thing is, Dr. Baiju's medicine is always there to save the day. Seriously, it's like the one thing people should pack before going on a long journey or family vacation. My workmates at the Secure Transport Agency always get me to bring some back for them when I come to Liyue Harbor. Aw, Chi-Chi, the lovable munchkin. She's convinced that all my accidents are due to stiff joints, so whenever I'm at Boo Boo Pharmacy stocking up on medicine, she makes me do stretches with her to limber me up. Oh, it's easy. Wanna try? Okay, after me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. Yoonjin's a huge inspiration to me. Everyone agrees that she's a fantastic singer, from the experts to the casual listener. Incredible. If the mighty mythical beasts ever get half as successful as the Yunhan opera troupe, don't pinch me, because I don't want to wake up. Xinyan's music is fire. No pun intended. Manzai goes crazy for it. Always gets him moshing away like a mad gremlin. I'd love to do a joint show together one day. Roaring Beasts, a rock and roll wushu dance. What do you think? Has it got legs? Auntie Xianyun always has my back. Once, she saw that my wushu head was looking a little worse for wear, and instantly said she could make like 10 more for me, all twice my size. She was pretty insistent. It took me forever to talk her down to just remodeling the one I already had. And boy, is this an improvement. It looks way more impressive, it's much lighter, and the lion blanket constantly rustles in the air like there's an adeptal wind making it dance. I couldn't be happier with it. Mr. Zhongli seems like the kind of guy who had an expensive education. It seems like whenever I make a delivery to a tea house or opera house, he's always there, drinking tea, listening to the storyteller, and looking like the smartest guy in the room. Dude, I once overheard him talking to someone about tea. I was like, man, if he ever got talking to my dad, that conversation would go on all night. Oh yeah, the journalist. I know who you mean. All the Fontanians in Yilong Wharf read the Steambird, and sometimes I take a peek-ski too. Seems like the best articles have her name on them. Oh, wait, and you were on the front page once. That was you, right? I'm the best wushu dancer in the Secure Transport Agency, and the busiest guard in the wushu dancing community. How about that? That do anything for you? You can tell if someone's a pushover just by looking at their basic kung fu skills. Horse stance, kicks, splits, jumps, tumbling. If you can't hack even those, oh boy. Best case scenario, you might fall off a high pole during a wushu dance and be bedridden for a couple of weeks. Worst case scenario, you run into bandits on a delivery run and you can't fight them off. Definitely lose the cargo. Probably your life, too. Scary thought, huh? Yeah, I thought so, too. That's why I said it to the other guys in the agency to persuade them to train with me. They're delicate, you know? The wushu head and blanket, the drums, the cymbals, and I practice a lot, so they deteriorate pretty quickly. You gotta be diligent about maintaining that stuff, and it costs a lot of mora. Then there's the meals out with friends, gift shopping for birthdays and festivals, spotting my buddies a few mora when they're strapped for cash. It all adds up. And that's how I blow through pretty much my whole salary every month. My dad keeps hoping I'll come round to the idea of him teaching me how to do business one day. He doesn't seem to realize that the whole reason I left my hometown in the first place is because I've already figured out what's best for me. Firstly, I want to show him that my wushu dancing isn't just a phase. I'm gonna make a name for myself or die trying. Secondly, I'm done clashing with them all the time. I don't hate the guy, I mean, he's still my dad and everything. It's just, every time he opens his mouth, it's a verbal assault. And I'd rather stay out of his line of fire. This bruise here's a fresh one. Got it when practicing my kicks the other day. And this bump showed up after I took a knock during a somersault. That was last month, and it's almost healed now. This scar right here, though, that was a doozy and a half. I had a bad fall the first time I was practicing on the high pole. Cut myself up pretty bad. There was so much blood, I thought my wushu dancing career was over before it began. I've had some near misses since then, but thankfully nothing serious. I'm still up to it. Just gotta keep at it. When you go for the tea but stay for the dim sum, we call that yum cha. What you want to do is get some sweet dim sum and some savory dim sum, gotta make it a balanced meal, and order a mix of ready-made dim sum and made-to-order dim sum so that you can snack on dim sum while you're waiting on your other dim sum. And funnily enough, I never need lunch on a dim sum day. Let me know when you're free, I'll take you sometime. And don't be afraid to order a bit of everything. You can always pack up the leftovers and take them home. How much? All right, fine. I'll bite the bullet on the service charge. But I'm not paying extra for a few wet wipes, okay? Matter of fact, I brought my own, so you can keep them. I was a little monster when I was a kid. I'd get into trouble, then refuse to apologize, and my exasperated mom would say, I wish I'd given birth to a chunk of chasyu instead of you. Now, every time I eat chasyu, it makes me think of her. Everyone says I have weird taste. Call me crazy, but all I want is for my fowl to taste like fowl, and my fish to taste like fish. Dang, are you secretly a god? Because this tastes like heaven. No joke. I'm calling you Kitchen God from now on. You made this yourself? Oh, wow. You're too good to me. Seriously, you are an amazing cook. I'm a big believer in owning your mistakes and taking criticism on the chin, so next time I upset you, there's no need to go to all this trouble. You can, just smack me in the face instead. So, a little birdie told me that it's your birthday today. When were you planning on telling me? Anyway, I went ahead and made a reservation at Shinya Kiosk. 8 dishes, a soup, and as much rice as you can eat, with longevity buns and tong soy for dessert. Plus, I invited all your friends along. And I also put together a little birthday wushu dance for you. Nothing extravagant, just a bit of fun, really, but yeah, I hope you like it. Whoa, is this all for me? Dang, how much did this put you out? Aw, you shouldn't have. Oh man, you're trusting me with a lot of power here. But I promise you, it's in good hands. I'm gonna ramp up my kung fu training and hustle hard. Watch me! If I can guard shipments, I can guard people. Since you seem to trust me, how about I be your bodyguard from now on? Thanks for doing the lion's share of the work to get me this far. I know better than to promise I can guarantee your safety in your future travels, but you'd better believe I'll bust a gut trying to help you achieve your dreams.